Well, in terms of stocks, what seems to stand out is something like an SBI life insurance that we've been talking about, but it's really picking up in terms of the volumes for that particular counter. This is after BNP Paribas has sold some amount of stake earlier today. So that stock is down around 4% and even something like, say, a Prabhat Dairy, which is down around 2% at this point in time. SpiceJet, which is declining around 2%. And a couple of these PSU banks, remember that they've had a strong run. So they too are seeing some amount of profit booking. So case in point would be Canara Bank, which is down around 1.5%, and Bank of India, which is down around 1.5% as well. Talking about Canara Bank, maybe we can just pull up Canfin Homes. It had spiked up and there was some amount of resilience, enthusiasm, which was post the PNB housing deal that was announced. So Canfin Homes, maybe there is some amount of rub-on effect which is taking place there. Off the day's high, but nonetheless, that stock is up around 1% at this point. Ashwani Gujral joins in to discuss the markets at 11:30 a.m. Ashwani, over to you then. What are you recommending? It's a quiet kind of start to the new series, but I don't think many people are complaining.
Well, people who get used to big rallies every day will complain. But the idea is that we are going through a bit of a dip intraday. Bank Nifty was lower by 170 points at some point. Now that is recovering. So if the strongest group in the market starts to recover, then life becomes a bit easier because the rest of the market can also recover. So my sense is that right now is a good time to get long on the Bank Nifty as well as the Nifty, almost midday, and from here, if you get some amount of short covering, etc., and some buying on the Bank Nifty, chances are we could end up fairly close to the highs of the day. Having said that, CEAT is a buy with a stop of 1100, target of 1145. Tata Global is a buy with a stop of 196, target of 212. And CESC is a buy with a stop of 730, target of 755.
Okay, fair enough. We got a question coming in as well from a viewer, Ashwani. Sahil wants to know a good entry point into Aditya Birla Capital. I mean, the stock is, of course, I think been pretty much a disaster since it's come to the market. Ashwani, what would you say?
See, when you have plenty of good NBFCs shooting through the roof, I mean, why would you want to buy an underperformer? I don't think this is a great stock to buy. Almost every other NBFC is doing better than this one. So I would let this pass.
Okay, all right, fair enough. So that's the view coming in on Aditya Birla Capital. But before we let you go, Ashwani, in terms of these PSU banks and maybe Canfin Homes, PNB Housing, any sort of recommendations within that space? Because that seems to be newsy, buzzy today.
See, basically they've gone up, 7, 8, 10 days in a row, and today some of them are down 1.5%. So anything that has big momentum, you need to buy when it comes off. So I would buy into Can Bank, BOB, etc., because the moves just started. Nobody owns these things, so chances are that the move will likely resume again, and possibly the second time around you will have many more players joining in.
Okay. All right, Ashwani. On that note, we'll wrap it up, let you go, and we'll touch base with you later on in the day to get more strategies. We'll take a break now with the news that the Nifty is holding at 11,581. Bank Nifty down 0.3%. Up next, we'll discuss market fundamentals. Sunil Subramaniam will be with us from Sundaram Mutual Fund.